Did you know one of the biggest lies we've been told is that we all live on the same timeline? Hey, Jason here, and if you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me go through Johannesburg, showing you the beauty of CBD, because I'm going to fight for this place, because this place is an amazing place out here in Joburg, and most people don't know what they're actually missing out here, whether it's economic gain for investments for the future, or just having a nice, peaceful living. And most importantly, I've been talking about success, what it is, how to get it in the 3 areas of life that I focus on: happiness, health, and wealth. And so let's go ahead and dig into this. Like, what do I really mean by all of us do not live on the same timeline at the exact same time? Like, yes, this year is 2023. We're all on the same calendar years. However, every civilization, culture, society is not living the exact same way. And this is something that I keep noticing because I've been traveling through the world. I've been blessed to go to all over the world. I've been to South Korea, places like that. Been to Iraq, been to Jamaica, Cozumel, Grand Cayman Islands, lived in Panama, lived in Medellin, Colombia. And I was able to visit London and all of these different places, went to Amsterdam. And the thing is, yeah, we're on the same calendar year. However, each society is not in the same year. Some places are a lot more advanced than others. Just to give you an example, China, South Korea, Japan are some of the most advanced countries out there. Most people think, oh, the United States is the place to be. No, it's not. The US is not the best place to be. It's the best in marketing. Totally different thing. And so, why am I talking about this? You may be asking, like, Jason, what's the point of this? Because I keep seeing people, no matter how much beautiful stuff I'm showing, no matter how much beautiful images, no matter how much peacefulness, no matter how clean it is here in Johannesburg CBD, people always want to talk about, oh, it's dirty. Oh, it's dangerous. Oh, someone's going to rob your phone. Oh, be careful, you're going to get mugged. If I posted a video, that meant I have my phone on me. If I'm commenting on videos, if I'm doing other filming, that means no one is here mugging someone. And I'm really hitting home on this because I want people here, especially in South Africa, to start realizing, yo, Johannesburg CBD is nothing special. This is not a special place. Yeah, the media acting like it's such a bad thing. You're hearing all these horror stories from the past. Nothing is special here. This CBD is CBD no matter where you go in the world. You go to Latin American countries, go to El Centros, it's the exact same thing. You go to America, downtowns, it's the exact same thing. Now, this is what you do not recognize here. What's going on here in CBD to make it look like it's so horrible is called economic gentrification. Now, this is a tactic the United States does all the time throughout black and brown communities when they want to despair the economics and start getting real estate for free. And what I mean by getting it for free, you're getting it for pennies on the dollars that you would have normally paid. If you look around here out in CBD, one, you see all of the major companies left. And like literally, this is a whole banking hub here. Why would you leave where the banks are? Think about that. You don't leave business, you don't move businesses away from the money. Where you gonna go get your loans, things like that. If you're right out here by the banks, you just walk in, you build a relationship with someone, and now it's easy to do stuff. Like, we're talking about business here. Let's put all personal stuff aside. Let's put all the history aside. I'm speaking specifically business. And this is why most people, and I was one of those included growing up, I did not understand economics. The economics they teach you in school is bullshit. The economics they teach you in the universities and colleges is bullshit. It is not economics. It is just another way to keep you as an indentured servant or slavery. So this is what like I see from here. One, I see the infrastructure here in this area is amazing. There's not squatters out here like they keep telling people. If you walk around on the streets out here, you will see whenever the people who had the money and all these businesses left, they blocked everything off. Like, think about that. Really think about that. Why are you going to take the time, if you're so afraid of this country, because black people took back over, which it was their country in the first place, you're so afraid you're going to put in the effort to block off things. You're cementing up buildings. Like, this is why I'm telling you this is economic gentrification. Growing up in the 80s and 90s in the United States, I saw the exact same thing in Texas. I saw it firsthand how they did South Oak Cliff, Redbird, all of these areas. How they brought in violence in there by not over policing. They brought in misimages of always showing, oh, something happened on the news. Whether it's in that area or not, they're showing the picture of that place. And I'm pretty sure it's the same thing here with the media. It may be something going on in Cape Town or even Durban or something, and they may show images of CBD. Like, you have to start asking yourself, why are they showing this? And if you're not, cautious of the media, you need to realize they get paid to put out an image. Someone is paying them to put out an image to make you feel a certain kind of way. And why is it that everyone wants to be forced to feel a certain kind of way about CBD in Johannesburg? Because there's money here. There's opportunity here. Like yesterday walking around, and I walked around for about 4 or 5 hours, looking at Gundy Square. I saw OPH. OPH is a Jewish-owned company out here that is buying up just about every building out here. And I saw their slogan, revitalizing Josie since 1989. And I'm like, this is bullshit. You haven't put money into revitalizing nothing. You're buying properties for cheap. That is all they're doing. The more of an image that people keep having that this is dangerous, that is unsafe, that is dirty, it drops the property value. And we're talking about prime New York style real estate here, people. Let's really think about this now. This is prime New York style real estate. And it is on the low, very cheap. You can't get this stuff in New York City. You can't get this stuff in any major big city outside of here that I've seen so far. And so why are they going to continue to do this? Because they know anywhere from 15 to 20 years from now, they have to bring the money back out here. You can only hold down an area for so long. And I'm going to give you an example, like South Oak Cliff, what I was telling you, one of the areas I grew up in. It was a horrible image all across. Everybody was told, like, oh, you'll get killed, this will happen, it's dangerous, it's ugly, oh, there's drug addicts everywhere. Some of that stuff was true. However, there's a country club out there. There's multi-million-dollar homes out there. There's mansions out there. There's all of these things out there also in the same area. And so what happened was, as the image kept going lower, 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 and lower, houses was no more than $20,000, 20,000 US dollars. And when I tell you that is cheap for America, like, you can't find nothing that cheap in America today. So those same houses now are selling for $200,000 to $300,000 US dollars. Who bought those houses? I can tell you this, it wasn't people who look like us. It wasn't people that look like me. My family wasn't buying it because we were so busy caught on this image of, oh, it's dangerous. Oh, it's ugly. Oh, it's so much trash out here. Oh, this, oh, that. And not looking at the economic opportunities that was coming into play. Like, we have to stop thinking right now. And we have to stop thinking of this whole mentality of shooting out to the suburbs is the place to be. Like, let me be real with you if you're a business owner. If you're a business owner and you're leaving like CBD to go to Santon, you're going to fail. And the reason being is your overhead costs just for letting that office space is going to go up 3 to 5 times higher. They're not guaranteeing you traffic to come into your store. They're not guaranteeing you a loyal fan base is going to come and get to know you. Like, we have to look at this. This is why so many businesses fail. They're chasing something and don't realize the opportunity that's already there in front of them. And other thing about here in CBD, like, there's people who live here, yo. Like, since I've been in this country, I have lived in CBD. I've lived here in Newtown and I've lived in Marshalltown. And I've really missed my place in Marshalltown because it was freaking beautiful. It was above the Johannesburg Culinary School. I had a whole long section balcony. It was a 1-bedroom bachelor flat. However, it was bigger than most 2 and 3 bedroom flats out here, and even the ones in Santon. Way bigger. And I was not paying a lot of money. It was very affordable. The only reason I left was because it was so cold that I just couldn't keep the place warm. Like, hear me out on that. So that's why I came here to Newtown area. And if you came over here, you'd be like, yo, this is nice. This is peaceful. Like I tell people, like, I look out my window right here, usually on the weekends. It's been raining now, but probably later if it dries up. The kids are skateboarding and stuff, having fun, yo. It ain't dangerous. It ain't people out here trying to kidnap you and mug you. Like, we need to stop this rhetoric that it just isn't true, especially when you don't live here, you're not invested in this area. There's things I can say about Santon, most people will agree with me, but I don't talk about those things. I'm not invested in that area. I don't go to those areas, except for when I need to go get food from the places I go to, and then I leave. And so we really need to start changing the image of how we're seeing things. If you start seeing, if everyone is telling you, oh, it's dangerous, it's bad, and all of this, you need to look at the economic opportunity there, because it's nothing but economic gentrification. You know, we're used to seeing the images of old school gentrification where they're pretty much busing you and throwing you to another community. People can't do that nowadays because of the age of social media. There'll be too much flashback immediately. However, you can make an area look like it's disgusting. You can make an area look like it's poor. You can make an area look like it's dangerous, and people will go along with that. And then they will stop going to those areas, stop investing in those communities, stop supporting those small businesses. And one last thing, because this is something I see this from a lot of so-called woke people. You can't be too woke if you're not willing to think outside of the box of white supremacy. Like, we still live in a model, a global model of white supremacy. There has not been one country to this day that has created a new model. Everyone is trying to, oh, let me see how I can make this model that we've been forced into to improve it. You can't improve something that wasn't meant for you. Let's be very clear. You cannot prove anything that was never meant for you. You have to create a model that includes you and everyone else involved in it. And so I'm gonna end it on that. Have a great Saturday. See you tomorrow. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share this content if you know someone that could use it.